football ready to roll in week 3. And the Tar Heels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bo.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The run inside. It's Daniels. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Lopez to pass. He unleashes a long one. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Again, it's Lopez. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
And that's a frustrating end to a promising drive. When you get the first drive, you start to go down the field, get in the enemy territory, thinking you might get points, and you do what you can't do. You make that mistake, put the ball on the deck, defense recovers, and gets the momentum in this football game.
Rides the option, he keeps it. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He's got him in the flat. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They've done a really good job identifying identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the 1st quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offense.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it nothing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Finds his man. It's Davis. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He'll get rid of it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And after one period of play, let's take a look at the start for these two wide receivers. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right down the middle. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's Lopez to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to the air again. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back in the... So pleased to send the offense back out. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Raiola. Makes a grab and room to run. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Raiola to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UNC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Davis. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniels. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Might as well stick with him. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Gets rid of it. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Rushes on him. He'll throw it. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. DB's right up on the receivers. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. Looking deep down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Demon Deacons will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Raiola fires toward the target. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Got his man out of the backfield. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quick release on the RPO. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Chip. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's caught. It's shipped. There he goes.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
They get him down, but pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Raiola to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him.
Touchdown, Tar Heels. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Motion from the wideout. The play fake, Gio Lopez. It's complete on the right side.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Lopez. They're setting up the screen. Got a little grass. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Finds his man. It's Davis. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel victory.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
It's caught, and he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing Raiola, looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Warren. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Oh, they're after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, UNC! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Maybe a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. 4th down. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Running into the open space. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to...
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's French. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Jones to throw. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Finding open areas. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that